Well, fellers, we've got another interesting pod review today. We have the chocolate Moruga grown by this fella right here.
Howdy.
Slade Styles. Also a pepper connoisseur of such. He's a
beginner pepper connoisseur.
Been trying to help him along the way and give him some plants. And his pods, I give him the same seed out of the same pepper, and his look better than mine. Look at that. How gnarly that looks. That's just a beautiful pod. All around beautiful pod. Well, ain't gonna lie. As I say about a few of them, I'm dreading this one. But it should be easier because we're going to cut it in half. He's going to eat half, and I'll eat half. He's never done this with a super hot that I know of. Yeah.
No, never.
Never with a super hot. So, we have nothing to drink, which I'm used to. He's at his house. We're at his house. So, he's probably got something here he can drink. Hopefully not milk, because that's not good for you. Well, anyways, here's your pictures of the inside of the pod, or the outside of the pod, just all kinds of pictures. Golly bum, did you see the placenta inside of that gnarly thing? That thing looks wicked. Well, me and him both are kind of nervous about this. It's very, got a very typical chocolate pod smell. It's not very fruity or sweet or pleasant, unicorn, fairy dust smelling.
Ugh.
More like tripping mushrooms smelling. We're gonna die. But anyways, the chocolate Moruga Scorpion. You ready for
You
this?
want to dink it?
You ready for this? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
All right, here we go.
Dink.
Down the hatch. Instant heat.
Oh, yeah.
Typical chocolate flavor.
Floralism.
Makes me want to gag just tasting it. Don't swallow so quick.
It's burning the wind hatch. It's got all up in there. Whew. I'm gonna need something, Nick.
Honestly, it has a very strong earthy taste. Once you chew it up and get past the chinense capsaicin, it has more of an earthy taste, more rather than floral. Bad chest burn. My partner's dying over here. Joker's hot. Poor old Slade's dying.
I'm dying. I'm giving in.
That ain't gonna help.
Oh Lord, it feels good though.
The when I first, like I said, when I first started chewing it, it had a very floral taste. But the more I delve into chewing it, the earthier it tasted, and even has slight hints of fruity notes. Very, very slight. It's not extremely a strong, pungent, floral taste like I was expecting, and like it kind of hit at first. I think that was mostly the chinense mixed with the chocolate pod. That was actually a very pleasant tasting chocolate pod. Bubba, you have to come and give your part of the review as well. I've got a horrible whiskey chest burning down my throat.
Death.
My tongue, my gum line, right back in here. I can feel it going up to my ears. Yeah, my ears is stopped up now. Just waiting on it to peak. It's a very good, enjoyable burn. It's not actually a very bad burn. And it's not as hot as I expected it to be. I expected it to kill me. I guess I do that with all of them. Poor old Slade's dying. He can't sit down. But as I said, this was his very first super hot. Eating it whole. I mean, he's eaten super hots with his food. And quite a few of them, but he's never eat it whole like that. You drink too much of that milk, it's going to make you throw up. I mean, I'm being serious. It'll make you throw up. We may have a chunker here in a few minutes. Here.
I have a dive here in a minute.
I'm being serious. This will help you. It'll break the capsaicin up. Don't chew it up, just suck on it.
Alright.
And get you a bunch of salt. Salt works as well. See, fellers, I tried to steer him away from the milk, but as we all know, milk will give us that temporary satisfaction for just seconds. But there are consequences to drinking milk with eating whole super hots. The consequences are capsaicin is an oil, and you have to have something acidic to break down the oil. Milk coats it. So where the oil is, if you drink milk afterwards, the milk will put a coating over the top of it. And then by consuming so much milk, plus the stomach cramps, it will cause you to throw up. So you need something acidic. I've found orange juice works great. Tomato juice seems to work. And people tell me all the time, oh, you're crazy. That stuff, that just don't work. Well, it may not give instant effects, but the long-term effect of preparing yourself before you eat it, preparing yourself while you eat it, and preparing yourself after you eat it. Because, as the old saying goes, too much of anything is a bad thing. Capsaicin is extremely good for your body, but in smaller amounts. In bigger amounts, it will hurt your stomach. It will give you stomach cramps. It will not kill you how it feels. You okay?
I'm good.
How's your stomach feel?
Not bad.
Come back over here and sit down. Talk on the video. Let's explain to them of your situation.
Don't
do that.
Now, see, the reason why don't get my reaction versus his reaction and think he's a wimp. He's not. I do this all the time, as y'all have seen and watched my videos. Peppermint helps, don't it? That's another secret. Peppermint and salt seems to break the capsaicin. My mouth is salivating pretty good. It's peaked finally. It's not going down. It's just still at its peak.
I think mine's gone down.
Yeah, but you've been eating and drinking a whole bunch of stuff.
Well,
Now I tell you, if you don't take another sip of that, you'll think otherwise. For a chocolate pod, that was very good. And I only eat half of it, so I can't really say that it's not as hot as I expected, but it's not as hot as I expected it to be. It's hot. It's very hot. Typical chocolate Moruga heat, extreme heat, intense heat. As you can tell, he's dying.
Death. Honest.
His lips look swelled. His eyes are watering.
I'm sweating too.
You can't see it because of the light that's shining on her faces, but his face is red. His eyes are watering. Go.
That hurts worse, man.
So what did you think of the flavor?
Flavor was okay. Tastes better with meal, probably. For me, heat, definitely a 10. Which I can't say much about heat. Nick made me cry with the Black Pearl.
Now, don't get it wrong. I've had people say black pearls are not hot.
I could say otherwise.
With my black pearls are hot. Even with my tolerance, where it's at, typically a mild pepper like that, I'm pretty sure it's the anium capsaicin or the bacum capsaicin. I can't remember which capsaicin it is. It's an ornamental pepper, but it's one of my favorite to make sauce with. I mean, it has the best flavor of most peppers, but even with my tolerance where it's at, I can still feel the black pearl, and it might even make my nose dribble a little bit. The heat's almost gone. I've got a pretty good endorphin rush. It's actually a very uplifting endorphin rush instead of a draining. Now his, on the other hand, it may drain him.
I'm ready to take a nap.
See, my ears are still stopped up. I've wiped the hot pepper on my nose. My nose is burning. Well, we're at 11 minutes. My heat's gone. I mean, I feel a little bit on my tongue.
My heat's still there. Mostly roof of the mouth.
Believe it or not, that's my favorite kind of burn. That and my gums. I really love the roof of the mouth and gum burn. I hate it when I get it on my nose. I've got it all over my nose. Well, this is it, fellers. Good pod. Slade, you done a good job growing it.
Thank you.
Got any questions? Ask Slade. He's on my my pepper group, the NC Hot Pepper group. I think he's on a couple of the others. I've added him to some. Peppers. I'm an admin in that. I think I've added him to that. Well, if you got any more questions about his chocolate Morugas, don't hesitate to aggravate the far out of him and ask him questions, because he'll love to answer them. All right, fellers, we'll see you. Peace out.